Dear friends, today in our newest guide for Pokemon Unite, we're going to talk about the supporter with the green thumb. Dear friends, please welcome Eldegoss. In this guide I'm going to show you how to play it, which battle and health items are the most effective, and which tactics, strategies and tips and tricks are there for you to win games with Eldegoss and Pokemon Unite. My name's Kay, and with that said, let's start right in. Eldegoss has a difficulty Novice and is a special attack type Pokemon. That means every item which increases special attack damage also increases the damage of its base attack and of course of its moves. It's also a ranged support character like I said in the beginning, and it's one of the 5 characters you can get when starting with Pokemon Unite. Let's have a quick look at the progression. We're starting out on level 1 as Gossifleur and evolving into Eldegoss at level 4. The first 2 moves we have to our disposal are either Leafage or Synthesis. Leafage is a damage ability which throws leaves at the enemy Pokemon and reduces the movement speed for a short time, and Synthesis is the first ability which heals you and nearby Pokemon for a small amount of HP. When starting out with Eldegoss, I would always take Leafage with me because it's your damage ability and it helps you to clear those lanes as quickly as possible. And you see that the last hit of the basic attack is boosted and it hits multiple enemies, and with Leafage you can also hit multiple enemies as well, so you see if placed correctly both APMs can be hit, which also increases your time for clearing lanes and to get to the middle as quickly as possible. The second ability is Synthesis, and you see, when getting hit, let's get some hits of those APM onto us. You see our damage getting down for 100 per tick, and when using Synthesis, we are getting our health back up, and of course for all ally Pokemon in the area beside us as well. So again, we are getting some hits, and using the move you see 430 on level 3, so it's a very good ability in the beginning to help you get the upper hand in those early fights. Already with the evolution on level 4 to Eldegoss, we're getting the next 2 moves, either Pollen Puff or Leaf Tornado. Pollen Puff throws, like the name says, a pollen puff, which attaches to Pokemon, either friendly or enemy ones, and when an enemy Pokemon gets hit in the range of the puff, it's getting damaged and allies getting healed when they're as well in the range. On level 11 we're getting Pollen Puff Plus, which gives us the effect if it attaches to an enemy Pokemon, it also deals damage over time. If it attaches to an ally Pokemon, it reduces the damage they receive. So you see, a very good active healing and support ability. And Leaf Tornado on the other side attacks enemies with sharp leaves and leaving a path on which we can move faster to get into enemy fights or of course to get out of them if needed. Also on level 11 we are getting Leaf Tornado Plus, which decreases the accuracy of the enemy Pokemon for a short time when they're hit by this move. On level 6 we're getting the final set of 2 moves, either Cotton Guard or Cotton Spore. Cotton Guard is a buff, and on level 4 with the evolution to Eldegoss we're getting our first move, and it's Pollen Puff. And you see the range is very good, and when there are all those combis in the Vespiquen, let's drop it down, and there is a short amount of time it's getting into the middle and damaging all the Pokemon in the area of the effect. And combined with that, when hitting an enemy and we are in the range as well, you see we are getting healed. So this can be as well a damage ability and a healing ability in one. One time again, let's drop it, and being in this area is enough for you and your allies to get back those HP. But you also can get it onto yourself and then jump into your allies. So let's get some hits down from the enemy and then place it right before you. So you see we're getting it and the effect is the same, enemies getting damaged and you getting healed. So you see a very good support ability, and it has a good range, so I would recommend to use it when fighting with Eldegoss. The second ability on level 4 is Leaf Tornado, and there are 2 playstyles I've found out how to play Eldegoss. The first one with Pollen Puff and Cotton Guard is more on the healing side and helping your allies to get more sustainability, and the other is to play a little bit more around those crowd control options. But you see the range is good, and when placing down, and now it was the wrong direction, but the speed is improved, so we're getting quicker to the enemy, and when dropping it down to the enemy it gets hit as well for a good amount of damage, and we can include more hits and of course getting quicker to them. So you see it's more movability for us and our team, and it helps us to get to those fights quicker. And with the plus variant we can also decrease the accuracy and the movement speed of our enemies, which protects us and all the nearby ally Pokemon with Cotton. It absorbs damage, and when the move ends it also restores some HP. On level 13 we are getting Cotton Guard Plus, which also increases our movement speed while having this move active. And the second ability, Cotton Spore, has the movement speed already on level 6. That means we are increased and can move faster. And if we use this move, the spores burst after a short time, which deals area of effect damage to all the enemy Pokemon in its range, and it also reduces the movement speed. On level 13 we are getting Cotton Spore Plus as well, which also reduces the damage we're receiving while this move is active. And the second set of abilities on level 6, and the first one is Cotton Guard. So again, when using it we are getting a shield, and you see for a short time we are around with Cotton, and then we're getting a small amount of healing for every usage of this move, and as well of our allies, because when they're nearby and we're using Cotton Guard, they're getting a shield as well, and this is combined with, for example, Score Shield if you played, and so you can have a bigger amount of shield when getting into those goals, and this can help you to score those points and to level up in this way. And I like to take it with me because it has a very good range, it helps all your allies in the area, and it doesn't recommend to be in this area of effect like in Pollen Puff. So the combination with Pollen Puff and the damage, and of course of the Cotton Guard shield, is very effectful and can be played very well when using Eldegoss as a good support character. And on level 6 the other ability is Cotton Spore, so let's use it. You see it's a little bit of time before it's used, and after the usage timer is done all the enemies in the area are getting thrown up, so again more crowd control like I said with Leaf Tornado, and both of those abilities help you when playing around those aspects. So you see you're getting quick to the enemies, having the Cotton Spore up, throwing them, and having time for you and your team to clear those objectives or enemies. And that's the second playstyle with Eldegoss, but on my case I like to play a little bit more with Pollen Puff and Cotton Guard, because the healing abilities are very effective and can help you to increase your winning chances when playing correctly. But of course there's the other set of abilities, you can try it out, but it's not so good as the other ones in my opinion. And on level 9 we are getting our Unite move Cotton Cloud Crash. This move lets us float in the air, and so we become invincible. After using this move again, we are pounding to the ground, shoving away enemy Pokemon, and also restoring HP to all allies in the area of effect. So you see a move that deals damage and heals allies when needed. And then on level 9 our Unite move is unlocked, and like the description said, when using it first we are getting invincible for a short amount of time, and when using again we are dropping down, dealing damage and shoving enemies away. So this can be very helpful to get quickly to your allies, or of course to the enemies, and shove them in the direction you want. It also deals a good amount of damage. In this case our practice partner is just level 4, but 1 times more we are jumping down, pushing it into a direction, then combined with Cotton Guard or Pollen Puff we can be a very effective support teammate and helping our other allies to win those fights and to also crowd control the enemy a little bit more. The basic attack with Eldegoss becomes boosted with every third hit, which also attaches a little bit of cotton fluff to the enemy Pokemon. When we're using our basic attacks against Pokemon with that fluff, it deals increased damage and also decreases their Pokemon's movement speed for a short time. And the passive ability is Cotton Down. This also plays very well into the decreased movement speed when fighting with Eldegoss, because it damages an opponent and decreases the speed, like I said, for a short time after the enemy with this ability receives a certain amount of damage. So when that happens, the Pokemon also recovers HP and the movement speed is increased as well. Now let's have a quick look at the health items and which build I prefer to use when playing with Eldegoss. On the first hand we have Focus Band, then Body Barrier, and finally the Experience Share. When starting out with Focus Band, I like to take it because we're increasing our special defense and defense as well, but also getting a heal if needed in a pesky situation. Body Barrier is the second ability, and you see we're not only getting plus HP, but of course also a shield based on a certain percentage of our max HP, and an ally with the lowest amount of HP in our area gets this as well. So this is a very good move infused in a big situation like a team fight or fight over an objective. And Experience Share, because we're getting not only movement speed and as well a little bit of HP, but also gaining more experience per second if we have the lowest amount in the field. So of course it's important that your attacker or all-rounder in the lane gets the most experience so you can hit hard. With that you can compensate for the lost amount of experience and get it back so you can be as well on a high level. If you want to play Eldegoss a little bit more offensive, I can also recommend to take Score Shield with you. You're not only getting a huge amount of HP, which is very effective in the beginning, but also getting a shield when scoring a goal. With the combined ability of Cotton Guard, you're getting a huge shield that can help you to score early goals and get the experience in that way. Now let's talk about the battle items, and I have 2 choices when using Eldegoss. The first is X Speed. With a cooldown of 50 seconds, we can increase our movement speed and can get away from enemies, as well as getting out of any crowd control, so we can be more mobile and getting to our allies to heal them or get away out of situations where we wouldn't win. And the second option, of course, because it's as good as it always has been, eject button with a cooldown of 70 seconds, gives us a small dash and we can teleport into situations to heal our allies or of course to get out of them if needed. Based on your preference, you can take both because they're increasing your movement and ability, and combined with the plus variants, or of course if you're taking Cotton Guard, you're getting more movement speed so you can be mobile on the field. And this brings me also to the question of the day, and because Eldegoss is a grass type Pokemon, I want to know from you who's your favorite when talking about Pokemon with the type grass. Let me know, write it down in the comments. I really want to see who's your most beloved Pokemon. Now we had a quick look of all the abilities, battle and health items and how to use them in the fight. In the next few scenes I'm going to show you how I've been fighting with Eldegoss, which situations I've been and how I've used them to the max potential to win games in Pokemon Unite. Let's have fun and have a look. That one is really long, because it shows very well how to play the early up to the mid game with Eldegoss. You see, combined with Zeraora, fighting the first two was a good feat because we had enough healing and sustainability to keep us alive. Then Slowbro comes in and we take the time to get back to heal us up again. And the most important thing with Eldegoss is to know when to get into situations and to keep an eye on your teammates to keep them alive if needed. This Gengar doesn't know how to not in, so it was quite far in our base, and together with 3v1 we can take down this Talonflame and I have the first time to score some points. Greninja's getting into it because it wants to defeat us of course and to keep us away from the goal. There I'm stealing one of the berries and I see okay, Gengar's getting back. So this is the time I know okay, let's try to get away. And you see, because we put Greninja with the Pollen Puff, it also healed our Slowbro, so know always when to use those moves to keep all the enemies dead in the best case and of course your teammates alive. Then again, we have a 3v1 and even with the evolution, Gengar doesn't stand a chance, we're striking it down quickly and I know I have Pollen Puff and Cotton Guard, both healing and shielding abilities. And there it is, Greninja trying to get away, but now we have 4v1 and so it doesn't stand any chance. And again there's the next score. Always try to get those points to get experience and of course to heal back up again. But the scene isn't all done, because now we have our Greninja here and the enemy Greninja one. And you see, with the shield we could keep ours alive and then Pollen Puff and healing, striking down all of them. And now we had enough points to score this goal and win this. The first from the beginning and the last one from the end. I just want to show you how sustainable you can be when positioning right with Eldegoss. You see even Zeraora and Gengar trying to fight against me and they keep away because they need some points to strike down. I'm calling for backup because I know it's the last minute. We got Zapdos in this match, but it's important that we don't get any more points just to be safe. But again, Zeraora striking into it, they want to score, of course Gengar as well, Zeraora taking the feed, and you see my health is always above the 50% mark, and it's enough time. All our mates were down and they had enough time to get back to the point, and Zeraora doesn't stand a chance combined with Gengar and me with the healing, and so we can keep this goal alive. And the last one is rather a funny one, but I want to show you how effective Eldegoss can be. Because Talonflame didn't hit its Unite move, it tried to get those points and it didn't make it because we could break this shield. And again, with all the healing, all the sustainability, it doesn't stand a chance. Our teammates getting back, the countdown was almost done, and that's how we won. Our green little spore guy, which helps us to improve our longevity of our allies in the fight. You see, Eldegoss is a very good support character with the ability to heal, but also to crowd control enemy Pokemon if needed. It's important to always know which fights you can take and how to support your team in the most effective way, because of course the damage isn't the highest, but combined with the Unite move and the other abilities, you can be a very helpful character when it comes to big team fights over objectives, or of course when fighting over Zapdos. I hope you could take something helpful out of this video, any tips, tricks or strategies that can help you to fight more effective with Eldegoss. If you liked the video, I'd be tremendously happy if you could support not only this channel with a subscription, but also this video with a like, so YouTube knows that these videos are kinda good and more people can find out about those guides and can get part of the community of Pokemon Unite. With that said, thanks for your time, see you soon, my name's Kay, and bye bye.